Welcome to the National Briefing with me, Kelly Nash. I woke this morning with such great anticipation that it's going to be a blockbuster day. It's all about the Clintons and the scandal that was announced yesterday by Kash Patel. And I see it absolutely nowhere. Where is this? This should be the biggest story. I looked up, by the way, what are the biggest news sites in America? Number one is Fox News. Their number one story, Melania Trump's lawyers warn Hunter Biden, retract your statements or face legal fight. They also have a pretty funny story about some guy who doesn't like the feds, so he threw a Subway sandwich in their face. Okay. They don't want to talk about it on Fox News. How about CNN? Probably not. No, I was not disappointed there. Trump questions what's changed about Putin, and you want to talk about clickbait. CNN ranks Trump's 7 most authoritarian moves so far. How do they limit it to just 7? But whether it's NBC News, which is also a very popular website, ABC News talking about what's going on with the DC takeover, as they call it. I do appreciate that Yahoo News is listed as one of the top 5 news sites. Their number one story, Taylor Swift remembers what she asked Travis Kelce on their first date. Number 2 story, Colorado rabbits spotted with black toothpicks on their faces. What's going on? This is where Americans get their news. Okay, so it's probably not surprising that Americans think that you're crazy when you talk about the swamp and the Uniparty and all of that stuff. It sounds insane because they're busy reading about Taylor Swift's first date with Travis Kelce and Colorado rabbits spotted with black toothpicks, or perhaps the WNBA having dildos thrown onto the court. I mean, there's a myriad of stories out there that have nothing to do with Hillary Clinton selling access. But the memos are still there. And I think to myself, my God, how much corruption must there have been documented? Because from the night Hillary Clinton lost in November of 2016 till the inauguration of Donald Trump in January of 2017, it must have been just around-the-clock burn fest, burn bag after burn bag after burn bag. And even then, they didn't get it all because we're still finding some of these burn bags that they didn't burn. Well, Kash Patel uncovered a bombshell memo that was written in 2017 by the FBI chronicling when you say extensive political obstruction, that's an understatement. Beginning in 2015, the FBI agents, specifically in Little Rock, Arkansas, the home of the Clintons, the original home of the Clintons, found evidence that led them to believe Hillary Clinton was involved with selling not just access, like the Bidens. The Bidens, that's their whole big thing, sell access. You can talk to the big guy. You'll get your picture with the big guy. Maybe we'll change. Maybe we'll prosecute, or we'll get rid of a prosecutor who's giving you a problem. Okay, that's small potatoes compared to the Clintons, who are apparently, as the former president of the United States in Bill and the former Secretary of State under Hillary, were willing to change the entire scene. How does America look at allies and others based on how much they pay the Clintons? According to the FBI memos, they had what they believed were bank records and other indications that showed that the Clintons had received hundreds of millions of dollars in exchange for pay for play. The Little Rock, Arkansas office, you're the agents, you got to run it up the flagpole. They got it shut down in 2015. 2016 comes around. Now, they don't want to let it go, so they tell their brethren in the D.C. office. So those FBI agents, they sink their teeth into it. As it becomes obvious to them there's a problem here, we've got the front. Now, think about it. It's 2016 now. Now we have the Democrat nominee for president and the former Secretary of State and the former President of the United States involved in a massive corruption scandal. We need some permission to continue this because we're looking at getting a grand jury together and all that sort of stuff. Nope. Can't do it. That's what they're told. That's what you can't do it, says Kevin McCabe. Can't do it. Or Andrew McCabe, I'm sorry. Former Deputy FBI Director Andrew McCabe shut it down. They don't want to let it go. They find another angle. Well, the Clintons claim New York is their residence. What if the FBI office in New York opens it up? They run with it. They start finding the same things. They're ready to go to the grand jury. All of this evidence, the Little Rock, the D.C., and the New York evidence is then presented to somebody that will long live in my memories as one of the biggest, well, I can't say what she is. Sally Yates, the then Deputy Attorney General for the United States of America. This is her entire response. She gets all of this evidence sent to her. She responds, shut it down. Shut it down. We don't want to know about it. We don't want you looking into it. What? Now, I know that the Clintons are supposed to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, but I've never assumed that the Clintons were innocent because they've always lived way too high off the hog for their government salaries. And then after the government time, even their modest book sales and the few speeches they give at $100,000 a pop doesn't pay for the lifestyle that they've got. Now, what would have paid for the... See, I thought that the Clintons were dirty way back in the 80s. Bill Clinton, for you younger people, he was the governor of Arkansas. There was a big scandal back when he was the governor because a guy named Barry Seal, who was a CIA agent, was flying cocaine into an Arkansas airport. How much cocaine did Barry Seal bring in? According to the feds, $5 billion worth of cocaine in the 80s. $5 billion. And he was getting protection from the then governor, Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton told the state police department and other legal officials, you leave Barry Seal alone. Now, that was never proven in court. Those are just the allegations. The Arkansas State Police said, police officers said that they were told that. There was also, that's how they also got involved with Bill Clinton's sex scandals back in the 80s and early 90s. I mean, the Clintons have been involved in scandals their entire public lives. And at every turn, they get a break. And now, when you have it all written in black and white that the FBI knew about it a decade ago and had proof on them, and they were ordered to shut it down, quote unquote, from Sally Yates, this is not the front page story for Fox News today. I mean, at least Fox, please, this is like civilian journalism. John Solomon did the quote-unquote hard work. Actually, it was Kash Patel did the hard work. Kash Patel declassified it, and John Solomon seemed to be the only one who wanted to run with it. I'd like to run with it. Would you like to run with it? You can go see these. I will tweet out a link. At Kelly Nash Radio, you go follow me on X. You'll get the link to all the declassified memos. There's 5 pages there. The document between 2015 and 2017, the FBI knew pretty much that the Clintons were selling access for hundreds of millions of dollars and were ordered to stop investigations. We're never going to take this to a grand jury. Gosh, we sound crazy because America is getting their news from Yahoo that wants to talk about rabbits with toothpicks on their face, for God's sake.